Well, you're in good spirits. You're just a few days away from the fight. How was fight camp, and how are you feeling right now, just a few days away?
Feeling good. Fight camp's been good too. It's been tumultuous. It's been tough. It's been a little up and down, but I think that's what fight camp ultimately is. So grateful for the work that I put in, and happy for another opportunity to be here.
And you say ups and downs. Is that just temporary or typical run of the course on fight camps? Your body's up and down, or was there something particular about this particular fight camp that had external ups and downs or whatnot?
I think when you train with good guys, good young guys that are trying to take you out, sometimes you'll have tough days. So it's just part and parcel with the whole thing. So no, it's been good. I've enjoyed this training camp and grown quite a bit, and feel like we're, right on time. Let's go.
When and I know it's got to be unique for those guys. They're looking at you as the guy that's in the place that they want to be. But that being said, they're learning something from you. But it's good that it sounds like you're still able to learn something from them as well to kind of help prepare you. Are you learning new tricks of the trade from some of these young cats coming up?
Just kind of keeping the blade sharp. Of course, these guys, they're introducing new things. They're switching stances, and they do all this new age stuff quite well. And I am a little, I used to be the young gun. That's a wild thing. I say that to the boys all the time because I was the young gun. I was the guy, and now I look around, I'm the oldest guy on the mat. And ain't that something? Again, I think a couple months ago, a year or two ago, I would have looked, felt bad about that or something, but it's a blessing. And yeah, those guys keep me young. So shout out to all my goofy training partners. I'll be back Monday strangling your face.
And you mentioned, you're not the young kid anymore, but this is your second fight this year. Is that the ideal number of fights a year? Or would you rather get maybe 3-4 fights, or is 2 the optimal amount for you?
We'll kind of have to see how it goes. I do feel good going into this one, and weight's good, and everything feels right in that capacity. Sometimes when, a little bit, I was just losing my mind there for a little bit too. But honestly, the way that I'm offered fights, I could fight 5 times a year if I was up to it, if I were still the young gun and could turn it around, maybe cutting a little less weight. But yeah, 2 might be an optimal number, but we'll see. If I feel good with 2, maybe next year we try 3. And if that doesn't work, maybe we go back to 2. I don't know. We'll see.
Is flyweight, how hard is it to keep making flyweight?
I'm doing better with it now. Seems like, I don't know, it's just like my body's adjusted. Yeah. It felt like there for a little bit, it was doing the opposite. It was like holding on to a lot of weight. My weight would really fluctuate in between fights and camps, and it's really not doing that anymore. And I can't say that I've made many changes. I just think, stepped away for a little bit, relaxed for a little bit, and I don't know how to explain it, but we're doing better.
When I know typically we always see as fighters start to age, the normal process, your body doesn't want to cut that sort of weight. Do you ever envision at some point that you would see yourself changing divisions, or you think 125 will be where you stay as long as you can?
Yeah, not at this point. Just I'm 35 years old. I've been at this. This is the division I started in. This is the division I'll finish in. And I fought a little bit at 35 as well. And maybe, what was it, 6-7 years ago when they purged the flyweight division, if at that time we would have decided to move up, I would have grown into being a bantamweight. Like by this time, I'd be a true bantamweight, and that's just not in the cards anymore. And again, that just comes with getting a little older, and it's all good. And like I said, just feels like I'm walking a little lighter, feeling a little better. We cruising through fight week.
And I know a lot of times too, it's the mental side, the preparation, but as well, just how comfortable and at ease you are with your own body and with your training. Something I saw on social media said you were grateful for every opportunity and not taking the moment for granted, and how you were going to battle for your family. Is that something that's, I'm sure battling for the family has always been a thing, but has your mindset changed over the years? Did you feel that you maybe weren't as grateful early on, and now that you appreciate it more so?
Yeah, I'd figure out ways to take it from myself, have a good moment, but it's like, with this or with that. And, even the opportunity, we're fighting in the co-main event, and I think when I was a younger man, I'd be like, that doesn't matter. I want to be the main event, it's never enough type of thing. And I'm just trying to be a little more grateful because what a life it's been. Fighting's been so good to me.
Explain Danger. Where's the nickname from?
It's really just I'm a goof and always have been. And since day one, training in the gym, I've just been a scrappy guy. And early on, it was kind of like, hey, stay away from that guy. He will hurt you. He's dangerous. So that's actually where it started. Shout out to Brent Mason, Elite Combat Academy, Shreveport, Louisiana. That's where that name was coined. And it's just stuck with me ever since. And yeah, I'm Am Danger.
And father of two, how old are your children?
I have a 2-year-old boy and a 5-year-old daughter. She started kindergarten this year. Plays the violin. It's amazing.
That's awesome. That's a very non-dangerous thing, which is awesome. But as a father of two and hashtag Daddy Danger, what is the most unique thing that you've had to danger-proof in your house for your kids?
You know, my daughter was so quaint. So we had to lock the cabinet so she wasn't drinking Clorox bleach and things like that.
That's a good thing.
But my son, he wants to climb things and jump off of them. So we kind of have things that we just let him do it with and do our best to not let him climb the most dangerous of things. And it's been such a joy just watching them and just how different they are. And like I said, we didn't have to do much for Penelope. She was sweet and quaint and focused and quiet. But Matthew, he's a wild man.
And how much has your drive and I guess your focus changed? We often hear about, dad strength and the dad version of guys coming in here. How much did that change for you and your focus after Penelope?
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my dad's strength. So hopefully it comes eventually. Focus is much the same. I think I've always been after a family, and that's always kind of been my drive. So now I have one, and again, just another opportunity to be so grateful. They good.
It's probably the flyweight thing, maybe. Maybe once you get out of the flyweight, then maybe the dad strength will come on a little bit more.
Yeah. Maybe if I would have moved up to bantamweight, I would have got my dad strength back in 2017.
Well, going to this fight, looking across the cage, Joseph Morales, where's he dangerous? He just came off. He won the Ultimate Fighter. Where's he dangerous, and what sort of stuff are you expecting from him?
Well, I think he's hot. He's on a roll. He's a great grappler. Mixes it up pretty well, too. Well-rounded. But I think we know his grappling is what's his strength and something that he's able to get guys out of there with. So we've grappled quite a bit in this camp and intend to grapple a little bit on Saturday night. So yeah, dangerous opponent, a guy that's overcome a lot of adversity in his own right, a tough kid. And he ran through the Ultimate Fighter. The Ultimate Fighter's tough. I got my former Ultimate Fighter castmate, Adam Antolin, over there, and we are all too familiar with how difficult and how tough of a scenario that is. So much admiration, much respect to Joseph Morales for getting through that and kind of being the underdog the whole time. Like, he wasn't the guy, he was the vet, and when those shows happen, it's always pretty a safe bet to take a vet like Joseph Morales. So yeah, he's been very impressive. I think it takes a lot, shows a lot about him that he was able to overcome getting cut. I said in an interview today, I don't know how I would have dealt with that. I can't sit here and look you in the face and say, I would have done it too. I don't know. That's a hard pill to swallow. And means quite a bit that he was able to overcome that, storm back. Now he's about to fight me Saturday night. How about it?
That's awesome. Keys to the victory. What needs to happen to make sure you get your arm raised on Saturday?
Yeah, I think I just need to, I don't have to make anything happen. I think in the past I've kind of gotten wrapped up in that, I'm a scrapper. I got to go out there and make something. I don't have to make anything happen. My 2 feet on that mat, my 2 feet on that canvas, we scrapping. And I just have to, be in the moment, read, react, fight the way I've always fought, and not overreach. But I think it's important to make it a fight and not make it pretty and let him get his good grappling stuff off and, get into those technical grappling aspects. But be gritty, be mean, do my best to cause some damage along the way, and we'll see who wins. And it's a scrap, though, baby. I know it is. It's going to be a good one.
And then looking forward to 2026, you like you said, it sounds like you get options, but is two fights what we're aiming for next year as well? Or do you want to maybe get there a little bit more often? Or what sort of goals are you setting for yourself for next year?
Yeah, I think two fights a year looks good right now, but I don't know. It's hard to commit. And they know my number, too. Mick Maynard, that guy will ring me up, and he'll ask me if I want one. So I can't just sit here and be like, yeah, 2 next year, maybe 1 next year. Who knows? Maybe 4. Probably not.
Yeah. And then last question I've been asking all the guys up here. Recently, a lot of allegations coming out about fight fixing and people being approached about dropping fights or doing that sort of thing. Does MMA and does the UFC have a problem with fight fixing, you think?
I mean, I think it is certainly something to be concerned about, and it's so unfortunate because, yeah, now everybody is looking at everything with a skeptical eye. If something was kind of weird, I mean, so UFC Europe posted the Sumu Derji fight, and I mean, it was just one comment, but I thought it was so hilarious. It said "fixed," laughing face, you know, and of course, like when that's what's so troublesome about it. It makes us question the sanctity of the sport in general. I would say, for me personally, and I saw some of my counterparts even coming out and saying that they had been approached about fight fixing. Not me ever. Nobody's ever approached me about that. And I'd say this too: I'd freaking die out there. You're out of your mind. I would never go out there and just lay down. And I've had some bad moments, and I've been beaten. But to lay down for what? Couple G's? Get the F out of here. So I don't know. I'm sure there have been people who would approach you, but not me. And if that fight was fixed, I mean, God bless him. God bless us. We both actors, both of us. We deserve movie roles, right? So I just thought that was hilarious. Fixed.
Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Just a couple for me. Talk to me about, you're so immersed in the fight game. Outside of the cage, you do some matchmaking for AKA. Talk to me about how much you enjoy that and what that promotion means to Louisiana in particular.
Yeah, it's just a small little promotion from Northwest Louisiana, but it has been fun. It's been very fulfilling, and I appreciate you asking me that. I was hoping somebody would, because matchmaking has been such a blessing, and it's fun because I truly feel like I'm giving back to these guys, and that's what I hope to do. And even going back to when I laid the gloves down a couple months ago, I mean, I left embittered and mad and upset. And why? You know, this game's been so good to me, and not only has it been good to me, but if people do the right things, if they fight and they go out there and do things with honor, with dignity, and you know, try to keep their sanctity a little bit. Don't do dirtbag things. Take a couple $1,000s to throw a fight. Like, what are we talking about? And even with matchmaking, I'm trying to do so with integrity, and I'm hoping over time that I develop my body of work speaks for itself, so people trust me when I say, hey, let's do this matchup. I don't get so much pushback. People start accepting these matchups, because I will say this, been very fulfilling. We've been on a heater too. I'm telling you, run back the last 5 events I've put together. The boys been on a heater, so it's been a lot of fun. Shout out to AKA, it's a great organization. Miss Amber Bishop, what a wonderful woman, giving me the opportunity to give back the only way I know how. Fist fighting, baby, this is the sport I know, so it's been great. It really has.
You mentioned McMaynard. Are you going to give him a call when your career's over and say, hey, let's get me in the mix? Is it something you want to continue to do?
Absolutely. And I think McMaynard's well aware that I'm doing it. So that's all I can ask. And I tell people he's my mentor anyway. So, you know, we have a good relationship, me and Mick. So what a guy. And I'm just out here trying to poorly emulate the people I've always admired. Guys like Poirier as a fighter, Mick Maynard as a matchmaker. And again, just so grateful. How about this?
Just one more thing on the gambling thing. Obviously, it's become such a big part of this sport and professional sports in general. Do you pay attention when you're heading into a fight? I'm sure your boys and your friends and family, oh, you're a big dog in this one, or you're a favorite in this one.
Yeah, it's hard.
Do you pay attention to that stuff?
It's hard not to. I mean, if you're on social media and you get tagged in all this stuff. So yeah, I'm well aware. And it's all good. But again, ain't nothing new to me. To be the dog, yeah, right. Please, my whole career. It is what it is. I love it. I can't win? Psh, what? Let's go.
And then last one for me, something that's kind of been overshadowed with this whole gambling thing is the eye poke thing. It's happened 2 weeks in a row. It happened this last week at the Apex. You've talked about the new gloves in the past. Does the UFC have an eye poke problem? What needs to be done to rectify it? Should the referee enforce a point no matter what? What are your thoughts?
I'm kind of in the middle on it. I do think I would like somebody to run these numbers. what are the eye pokes like in female fights? Because the female glove is different. It's a little curved, not big, it's subtle, it's very small. But somebody run the numbers, female eye pokes compared to male eye pokes. And I think if the UFC changes the glove, they need to just make the men's glove more like the women's glove. Little curve to it, shorter cuff, that would be the fix. And of course, I'm on the side as well with like these guys who are constant offenders. Like, maybe we do take more points. Maybe it is something, but it happens, And I would say to the young guys out there seeing all the eye poke stuff, when you're in the gym, no matter what, you get something brushed in your eye, you just go on and tell yourself it was a punch, keep on fighting and do your best. If the ref stops it, that's something else. But yeah, it's hard. It's tough. It's tough out here. So.
Sorry, one more. Tough year for the Saints. What do they have to do to turn it around?
Yeah, I came out here rocking this shirt with intention because I don't give an F if we suck. Virtue signaling. Yeah, go Saints. I want tickets. It's been a rough year. I wanted to stick with Rattler, but it's the Tyler Shuck show, so let's go. I do like the coach. I think the team's young. We sold for some picks. I think they're doing the right things. We'll see. I'm a fan regardless. So, yeah, we're terrible. But after this fight Sunday, I'll be tuned in, baby.